This over a bit, Diego. Oh, and if you already have any questions, go ahead and ask, because today I've got Diego here with me, right, Diego? You'll be reading the questions from everyone, okay? I've got a little lemon here, actually 2, because of the amount I'm making. By the way, let me talk to everyone here too, Diego, while I squeeze this, okay? If you want to split this recipe in 2, that's fine, or even just make one, right? No problem. You can make half the recipe here and it'll still be a hit, okay? Sometimes you might think it's too much or not, but since I have a big family and everyone here at Food Makers eats really well, I'm going to make 2 recipes here, okay? Then you just split it in half and make it for your family, which is probably much smaller than the Food Makers family, right, Diego? For sure. So, I've already started squeezing the juice of 2 lemons here, okay? Into this jam here. And it's really simple here. Here we're going to let the strawberries completely dissolve and release their juice. Exactly. And the strawberries will release their liquid too, right, Diego? So that's important. As the strawberries release their liquid, it will reduce and thicken. It'll turn into a wonderful jam, okay? I'm sure you're going to like it. I've already got one ready over there. Of course, we're always prepared during the live, right? So I already have one ready over there, and I'll show it to you in a bit. Here, you just give it a little stir like this, see? The strawberries are already boiling. See how much liquid they've released? From the lemon juice, and it's also going to release the liquid from the strawberries. The sugar will thicken, and this is going to turn out amazing. All right, take advantage if you have those strawberries that you think, man, they won't last another day. Just make a little jam, you know? You can eat it with yogurt for breakfast or however you like. Jam is delicious and homemade. All natural jam is even better. A little jar is really expensive. Usually 15 reals to 20 reals for a jar of jam, right? So here's the deal. Let's move on to the Ninho cream. This one is amazing because you don't even need to cook it. In fact, it's super easy, okay? Everything goes in one dish, just one big bowl. So let's get started. I've got here, look, starting off, let me grab a spatula here, Diego. So I've got heavy cream, sweetened condensed milk, and powdered milk, okay? The trio here, 3 kinds of milk. I'm using 2 cartons of heavy cream. As I have already explained to you, if your family is indeed smaller, that's absolutely no problem at all. You can easily make just half of this delicious recipe, okay? Or conversely, if your family is quite large, or if you perhaps want to make it to sell, which is also a fantastic option that we will certainly show you how to do, you can confidently make the full, complete recipe, and it will yield a very generous amount, okay? We'll be using heavy cream, powdered milk, and 2 full cartons of sweetened condensed milk, all right? For the powdered milk, I have precisely 400 grams right here as well. I have carefully put everything into a very large and spacious bowl. Meanwhile, it's incredibly important to mention, the big jelly mixture here has already heated up beautifully. It's now vigorously boiling. The fresh strawberry has released all of its wonderful liquid, which has mixed perfectly with the tangy lemon juice, and this entire creation is absolutely going to be a huge hit, okay? Let me quickly grab my trusty mixer now, because we're going to mix all of this together, okay? All at once, right here in the mixer. Are you coming with me? While the jelly finishes up over there. Let's go. Start slowly at first so you don't get powder flying everywhere. Otherwise, your wife or your mom will get mad at you, and then you'll try to blame me, huh? Don't do that! So look, should I use the whisk attachment too? No, you can use the whisk too. It works just fine. I'm using the mixer because it's a live stream, right? So I have to do it quickly, otherwise this live would get really tiring, okay? But later, this live gets edited here by our awesome editors. And then a much shorter version comes out, which is a hit. People love it. So if you don't have much patience for live streams, usually they're just 10 or 15 minutes. Don't worry, okay? The team here cares about you too. Later, a much shorter version of the live comes out. All right? Here, you just need to mix, okay? Mix it, gradually increasing the speed. I'm not going too fast, so the powdered milk doesn't fly everywhere, okay? But look how great this is. Look how easy this is, my goodness. So you can choose to make it in little jars. This is great for selling and it's delicious, okay? Little jars are always a hit. Show it here, Diego. Look at the little jar I prepared here. I cut a piece of strawberry, a few strawberry slices, and I already decorated the jar a bit too. And you can do it like this, sell it and make some extra cash. Who doesn't like a little extra money, right? If you're going to make it to sell, then you need to make a large quantity, so it's worth it for you too, okay? Then you can make the whole recipe. If it's just for home, for the kids, for your wife, for your husband, split this one in two and make half of this recipe, okay? We are using strawberries here, but if people want, they can use jam as well. Do you think it will? No. Since I already bought the strawberries, I took about 5. Slice them all up here, look. Because it looks nice, right? At the end of the day, what matters too, besides the taste, is the presentation of your dish. So we really make an effort to show you a nice decoration option. Because I'm sure that anyone who works selling desserts and so on with food in general, you have to decorate it nicely, okay? Because you sell with your eyes first and then obviously the taste, right? Otherwise the customer won't come back. Look, powdered milk here, look, went all over, okay? Now I'm going full Ferrari speed here and just mixing everything in, right, Diego? If anyone has any questions, just let me know, okay? In another little pan here, look, one hand on the cat, the other on the mouse. Look here, a little pan with our strawberry jam. Show this, Diego. Look at this. This is gonna boil. The strawberries are almost going to break down here. There will be some strawberry pieces left. People might ask, hey, Eduardo, but why didn't you cut up the strawberries? Because I actually want them chunky. I like that kind of jam with real pieces of fruit in it. In fact, if you want, you can add and make another kind of jam here. Is there a type of jam you like, Diego? Orange too. Orange. Well, orange jam is nice. Anyway, what about you at home? What's your favorite kind of jam? I really want to know, okay? Because usually if you have another idea, we can make another dessert with the jam you suggested. Look how beautiful this cream is already, Diego. Look at that scene. I mixed everything, mixed it really well here. Just about 5 minutes. I'm not going to stay here too long, okay? I'm about to turn it off, so this live doesn't get too long. It looks nice, doesn't it? I'm going to take it out now. This jam. Let me clean up my table here. You guys aren't going to see my mess, okay? This jam here, it's going to stay on the stove, reducing a bit. Don't rush it, okay, guys? We need to respect the time each food needs. Don't try to speed things up because every ingredient has its own right timing, and it's really important to respect that. Otherwise, your recipe won't turn out right. This jam, it's going to release all its liquids, it's going to reduce, and with the help of the sugar we added, which wasn't much, it's going to thicken and turn into a really, really delicious jam, okay? I'll leave it aside because, of course, I have one there, but this wonderful cream here is ready. I told you I wouldn't even go into the fire. You didn't believe it, did you? Right, Diego? Did you believe it? I don't believe. He didn't believe it. Little pots it is. Look at the little pot. I put some strawberry pieces in the little pot. Handsome. Then I come with him here, look. I'm assembling my little pot here, look. Man, I think I need a bigger spoon, huh? Right? Let me see if I have a little ladle here. Hold on, guys. A tiny little ladle here, look. I think I have one. Let's use a little ladle here to do it quickly for you, okay? Afterwards, we'll tidy up the table here, look. Keep filling it up, looking good. Look how beautiful this turns out. Look how nice it looks. It's important here, look, to leave some space at the top because we're still going to add the jelly, okay? You can do it like this, or if you want to make it for your family for that big Sunday lunch, it's a beautiful thing. Going to visit your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, want to impress them? I'll give you the tip, okay? A big glass already makes your dessert look beautiful, okay? Then you take the strawberries like this, look, just like I cut them. And start placing them here. Look, I'm going to do it like this, so it doesn't take too long since this is alive, okay? But you can take your time decorating at home and make it look really nice, okay? For the love of God, don't mess it all up at the end with the decoration. Make it look great, right, Diego? Put in the effort, especially if it's to impress your mother-in-law and father-in-law, right, Diego? You have to go all out, don't you? You have to make an impression. I just thought it looked nice. Since the strawberry is really juicy, it sticks to the sides here. So I made it look really nice like this. Hold on. Now we're going to pour this cream in here, okay? But let me give you a tip. Go slowly so you don't mess up all the strawberries, okay? First, center it there. After the cream covers the strawberries there, it holds everything in place nicely and you can do another layer of decoration. I don't know if you get what I mean, but I'll show you in practice, okay? Meanwhile, are you doing it? Let the jelly keep going over there. Let it do its thing, okay? If the heat is too high, lower it and let the jelly cook at its own pace. I put down one layer, right, Diego? Now that I've already secured the strawberries to the side, I come in with a second layer of strawberries, see? And I stick them here to the side of the golden cone, okay? You can't sell it as a dessert. The huge glass all filled up is a hit. Seriously, guys, seriously. I already have a glass just like this one ready over there. I'll show it to you in a minute. Just be patient. Look, the decoration, just a little detail changes everything here, doesn't it? I put it here, and it's the kind of big glass where you just put a big spoon in and everyone serves themselves however and whenever they want. You know, it's a hit. I've already filled the side of the glass the way I wanted. So, what exactly do? I come in with just a little bit more of this lovely cream right here. Take a look. Remember, it's very important that you have to save some of this delicious cream for the jelly, okay? So please don't forget that crucial detail. I carefully put it in here. So that's it. That's absolutely enough for this particular glass right here, see? Great. Did you completely understand that? Diego, please show the very bottom of the large glass so we can all see exactly how it truly looks. Look at that. How absolutely awesome. It truly looks incredibly beautiful, doesn't it? I intentionally left a generous amount of space here because we are still going to carefully add the delicious strawberry jelly on top of everything. But this absolutely needs to chill thoroughly, okay? You're going to place it into the refrigerator for approximately 2 full hours. If it's a truly huge glass like this one, obviously it will take a little bit longer to set completely. Then you leave it for about 4 hours or overnight and it'll be really firm, okay? Look at this one I have here. Just look at this work of art, folks. Isn't it beautiful? Hold on, we're not done yet, okay? Check out these little jars that are already done. What a delicious thing to sell, huh? Open here for me, Diego. Tell me, how much would you sell a little pot like that for in your city? I want to know, here in São Paulo, it's an average of about 5 reais, Diego. 5 reais? 5 comes easy, okay? Let's put it here. Look, I already have this one ready. Look how much firmer it becomes and how much easier it is for us to work with, okay? What do? This truly delicious and wonderfully refreshing jelly that's already perfectly chilled comes over here. Just look at this, all of it, absolutely all of it. Because we are indeed children of God and we truly love it so much. It fit absolutely perfectly, my dear Diego. If there were even just 3 more strawberries, I'd definitely be completely out of the glass. Just look at this amazing creation. Tell me honestly, isn't this an absolute spectacle to behold? That big Sunday lunch. Tell me it isn't? Beautiful or not? Are you giving people enough time to take a screenshot there, right, Diego? I see it. I want to take this spoonful, and this spoonful is going to be something impressive, okay? Come with me. Let's go, Diego. All right, then, come on. Here you go. Oh, dear Lord, what a wonderful thing. Look at the Ninho cream on top of all this. So I'm just going to take this, okay? I'm just going to take this because I already want to eat it quickly. Come on, show this texture here, Diego. Look, what is this, man? No stove needed, okay? This cream, I told you guys. Guys, the delightful tartness of the jam with this creamy Ninho milk cream is absolutely out of this world, okay? They go together so well. Make it at home yourselves. By the way, if you like this recipe, here on the Food Makers page, there are a ton of viral hits. One recipe better than the next, okay? Like it. Share and comment here. Kisses.